hope you enjoyed learning last week when we talked about engine oil, SAE, and API ratings. Today we'll be talking about the brake system or the brake pad. But before we delve into the topic, I'd like to talk a little bit about friction and Pascal's principle, because the brake system is actually hinged on Pascal principle and the use of friction. All right, so the Pascal principle just talked about using a small force to lift a big force through a hydraulic, enclosed hydraulic system, of which you use a small force here to press down this fluid, which in turn carries a much bigger load or much bigger force. So I also talked about the laws of friction. Friction just talks about a force that opposes motion. Let me take that as a motion, and you use something else to place on it. There's actually going to be a form of friction between those two. Okay, so how does the brake work? The brake works in this principle. When you step on your brake pedal, it moves. The little force you step on your brake pedal goes down to the master stroke, the servo. Then the servo in turn pushes the fluid through the brake hoses, and when it gets to the caliper, which is actually a device that helps to press or release. So the caliper presses down the brake pad on the brake disc or the brake rotor, thereby causing friction, right? Because we said friction occurs when two bodies are in motion on themselves, or if a body is trying to resist the other one to walk. So the brake actually works with the law of friction. Now, as we know, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So this energy dissipated by resisting this motion has to be transformed to something else, to either heat energy or to sound energy. So that is where the topic comes in, brake pad. What causes this noise on your brake system? One, if the brake pad is metallic, hereby it looks like the metal of the brake pad is on the metal of the rotor. This will wear away your rotor fast, and this is not the concept of the braking system. The concept is for the brake pad to wear off while the rotor remains, because the rotor is much more expensive. So that is one, if you're using a metallic brake pad. Two, if the brake pad is gone, that means if it has worn off and is remaining just the metal part of the brake pad, which is the base. The third is if the brake wear indicator is touching the rotor, which is telling you that your brake has worn to a certain level that you need to change it. So these are the basic three things that makes your brake pad makes noise. Let us